Today on INQUIRER. Philippine military reports Chinese vessels swarming near Iroquois Reef and Sabina Shoal. National Bureau of Investigation apologizes over provocative dance number during command conference. President Bongbong Marcos signs new Agrarian Emancipation Act freeing over 600,000 farmers from their 57 billion peso debt. And Taylor Swift drops a re-recorded album of Speak Now. Good evening. Chinese fishing vessels were spotted swarming around Iroquois Reef and Sabina Shoal. Chari Abarca has the report.
The Armed Forces of the Philippines on Friday said Chinese fishing vessels were seen swarming around Iroquois Reef and Sabina Shoal within the country's exclusive economic zone. The military branded these incidents as alarming and a potential threat to Recto Bank in the West Philippine Sea. AFP reported that on its last air patrol on June 30, 48 Chinese fishing vessels were spotted in Iroquois Reef located south of the Recto Bank. Lieutenant Edgar Abogado said, quote-unquote, the swarming of Chinese fishing vessels is quite visible from the air. AFP then detailed that these Chinese fishing vessels were anchored in groups of 5 to 7, loitering in the area while no fishing activities were observed. Apart from this incident, the AFP also found Chinese maritime assets near Sabina Shoal, specifically 3 Coast Guard ships and 2 People's Liberation Army Navy planned vessels. AFP said these recent developments raise an alarming concern about China's intentions and actions within these disputed waters. Just recently, the Philippine Coast Guard reported that China Coast Guard ships maneuvered dangerously close to its 2 ships supporting a Philippine Navy resupply mission in Ayungin Shoal. PCG spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, Commodore J. Tariela, told INQUIRER.net that the Chinese coast vessels are quote-unquote putting in extra effort to stop PCG from reaching Ayungin Shoal. China countered this by saying that CCG's actions were professional and restrained. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin even insisted that Ayungin Shoal, which she called Renai Reef, is a part of China's Nansha Islands. But Ayungin Shoal is a reef located 194 kilometers off Palawan province within the exclusive economic zone of the Philippines. The United States also expressed its concern to the Philippines over the incident. Defense Chief Gilbert Teodoro said U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin III, quote-unquote, noted with concern the People's Republic of China's coercive and risky operational behavior directed against Philippine vessels. Even U.S. Ambassador to the Philippines, Mary Kay Cason, criticized China's actions in the Ayungin Shoal, saying that its unprofessional maneuvers and irresponsible actions threaten the security and legal rights of the Philippines. This is Chari Abarca, reporting for INQUIRER.net.
The National Bureau of Investigation has apologized over an incident involving a provocative dance number during its command conference last June 30. This comes after a video circulated online showing women in revealing attires performing during the NBI event. In a press conference, NBI Director Medardo de Lemos issued an apology to those who found the dancing offensive. The NBI chief said he was not present during the said performance as he left earlier at the end of the command conference.
Kung naging offensive man ang pagsasayaw na ito sa June 30 after the command conference sa sensibilities ng ating mamamayan, lalo ng ating kababaihan, papili ko kami ng kami, we would like to stress, we will never tolerate indecency in the agency. Kung andun po ako, malamang napahinto natin yung sumayaw natin.
When asked if public funds were used to pay the performers, De Lemos responded that it is still being investigated, but it is unlikely. He said that the NBI is now probing the incident to identify who invited and authorized the said dancers to perform.
Pinapaimbestigahan natin at papatawan natin ang karampatang parusa ayon sa civil service rules at services ng opisina kung sino anong kamali. We will not hesitate to dismiss dismissal the penalty.
President Bongbong Marcos has signed the new Agrarian Emancipation Act of 2023, freeing over 600,000 farmers from their 57 billion peso debt. The law specifically condones the unpaid amortization, interest, surcharge, and penalties of existing loans of farmers tilling more than 1 million hectares of land. These farmers are the beneficiaries of the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program.
Sa ilalim ng mga batas agraryo, ang bawat magsasaka ay may utang na katumbas ng halaga ng lupang binigay sa kanila. Kailangan nilang bayaran ito sa loob ng hindi hihigit ng 30 taon. Dagdag ang 6% interest bago tuluyang maging kanila ang lupa. Panahon na para makalaya sila sa pagkakautang na ito.
Marcos says the government will provide adequate support to agrarian reform beneficiaries and stop the practice of selling off their lands. He points out that the land distribution goes with support services like farm inputs, equipment and facilities, and the construction of farm-to-market roads. According to the president, his administration studied how things work in other countries and found that simply giving people land is not enough.
Nakita nga namin, pagka sa titulo lang ang binigay mo at wala nang ibang suporta, mangyayari talaga, wala nang hindi naman nila maisaka, mahumutang na naman sila doon sa yung dating may-ari. Tapos di makabayad.
The unemployment rate in the Philippines improved to 4.3% in May, according to preliminary data of the Philippine Statistics Authority. The jobless rate for May 2023 is slightly lower than April 2023's 4.5%, while May 2022's unemployment rate was at 6%. The number of jobless Filipinos decreased from 2.26 million in April 2023 to 2.17 million in May 2023. The industries that contributed most to reducing the ranks of the jobless were agriculture and forestry, accommodation and food service, other service activities, fishing and aquaculture, and arts, entertainment, and recreation. On the other hand, the industries where most jobs were lost include wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles, construction, manufacturing, water supply, sewerage, waste management and remediation activities, and information and communication. Filipinos are divided on the Maharlika Investment Fund bill, but only a few have extensive knowledge about the proposal. This is according to a social weather station survey result. Based on the SWS poll, only 20% of adult Filipinos have at least partial but sufficient knowledge about the Maharlika Fund. Despite the highly publicized legislative journey of the Maharlika Fund bill, 33% said they have little knowledge, while 47% admitted to having almost no knowledge or no knowledge at all about the proposed measure. 51% of Filipinos said they expect little to no benefit from the Maharlika Fund in case it is developed. 37% see little benefit, while 14% think it will have almost no benefit at all. SWS said 14% of Filipinos, on the other hand, expect very much benefit from the Maharlika Fund, and 32% see much benefit. According to the pollster, net expected benefit from the Maharlika Fund rises with knowledge about it. Twitter has threatened to sue Meta Platforms over its new Threads app. In a letter to Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Twitter's lawyer Alex Spiro accused Meta of hiring former Twitter employees who had and continue to have access to Twitter's trade secrets and other highly confidential information. In a Threads post, Meta spokesperson Andy Stone denies this, saying no one on the Threads engineering team is a former Twitter employee. A former senior Twitter employee told Reuters they were not aware of any former staffers working on Threads, nor any senior personnel who landed at Meta at all. Meanwhile, Twitter owner Elon Musk said competition is fine, cheating is not. Meta launched Threads on Wednesday and has logged more than 30 million signups. Threads looks to take on Elon Musk's Twitter by leveraging Instagram's billions of users. Kai Sotto and the Orlando Magic's NBA Summer League team have wrapped up their first practice. Sotto will be seeing action when the Magic begin their preseason stint against the Detroit Pistons at Thomas and Mack Arena in Las Vegas. The match will take place on Friday, 5:30 a.m. Manila time. The former Adelaide 36er will don the number 70 for his jersey in the NBA Summer League. Sotto will also share the floor with 2023 NBA Draft first-rounders Anthony Black and Jet Howard. In a video posted on the Magic's Twitter page, Sotto left a message for Filipino fans and supporters of the Florida-based team.
Hey guys, it's Guy Soto from Orlando Magic Summer League team. We just wrapped up our first practice in Vegas. Game times in July 8th, and I hope to see y'all there. God bless.
Taylor Swift has released her much-anticipated Speak Now Taylor's version. This is her third re-recorded album following Fearless and Red. Aside from the 14 songs from the original album, the tracklist of Speak Now Taylor's version includes 2010 bonus tracks Superman and Ours. The re-recorded album also contains unreleased tracks and collaborations with Paramore's Hayley Williams and Fall Out Boy. In an Instagram post, Swift thanks her fans, adding that re-recording this album filled her with nostalgia and appreciation since she gets to reclaim her work. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Beatriz Penlac. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good evening.